The story of Crazy Joe was torn from yesterday's headlines, and it's as terrifying as tomorrow's.
Good morning. Welcome back to Crazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Crazy Joe. I got a new movie review for you today. The movie review is My Old Ass. We're going to talk about My Old Ass, which stars Aubrey Plaza and, a bunch of unknowns, quite frankly. This is a new movie. It looks like a comedy. By the way, Aubrey Plaza, let me just say, Aubrey Plaza's having quite a week, really. She is... she's having quite a week. She is on Agatha All Along on Disney Plus. She is in the movie Megalopolis with the Francis Ford Coppola film, and she's starring in this film, which honestly she plays a smaller role in this one. Who are the rest of the cast? Let's see if we can find the names of the rest of the cast of My Old Ass. It stars Maisy Stella, Maddie Ziegler, Percy Hines White, Maria Dizia, Seth Isaac Johnson. So like I said, we got a cast here of people that they're really not well-known names. But the premise is Maisy Stella is a character named Elliot. She's a young girl, and she and her friends go on like a camping trip, and they take mushrooms, and they have hallucinations. And her hallucination is she sees Aubrey Plaza, who is an older version of her. It's her at age 39. And she tells her basically what her future will be like. And this hallucination is a little different because Aubrey Plaza, as the older version of Elliot, while she's there, puts her phone number into the younger version's phone. And once the hallucination is over, Elliot is still able to text and call the older version of herself in the future. The one piece of advice the older Elliot gives the younger Elliot is, if you meet a guy named Chad, stay away from him. Of course, shortly after, Elliot meets a guy named Chad, and sparks fly, and she knows she's been told by her older self, stay away from Chad. That is sort of the core of the story. I saw the trailer for this and I thought we were getting sort of a silly comedy. There definitely is comedy in this, make no mistake about it. There are some very funny parts. But what really surprised me about My Old Ass is it's not really a laugh out loud comedy. It's not something that's just going to make you laugh from start to finish. It's really an emotional story about aging and where we are at different points of our lives and how we would see similar situations when we're older, when we're younger. It's quite fascinating, really. My Old Ass is an interesting film. I really liked this movie. It reminded me in a lot of ways of If, the John Krasinski film starring Ryan Reynolds that was out earlier this summer. If was my second favorite film of the year. If is also a movie that speaks to aging and who we are when we're younger versus who we are when we're older, and how sometimes we need to recapture a little bit of that youth. This film, in a very different way, speaks to the same themes. And I got to say, these are two of the best films I've seen all year, both If and My Old Ass. This movie is not what I expected. I was expecting a comedy, and I got something a little bit more. And I think the film is all the richer for it. This film was directed by Megan Park, who I'm not familiar with. Megan Park, what has she? She's an actress. She's actually an actress. Looks like she did a bunch of Hallmark movies, A Royal Queen's Christmas, A Christmas Wish, Time for Me to Come Home for Christmas. Looks like she's been up till now pretty much a Hallmark made-for-TV movie actress. And she's directed several shorts, it looks like. She directed a bunch of shorts. She directed a movie called The Fallout in 2021, starring Jenna Ortega, interestingly enough. I'm going to have to look into her work, but this is the first film I'd heard of from her, and This is an impressive film. I really like this. There were only 3 people in my theater, and I was the only one of those 3 people who made it to the end. The other 2 people were there together. They got up and left midway through the film. So I was the only person at my screening who saw this film from start to finish. And much like the 4:30 movie, which I did a review of a couple weeks ago, it looks like this is another movie that is not going to get the attention that I think it deserves, because this is a good movie. I can't recommend to you enough. If My Old Ass is playing near you, please go check this out. This is a really good movie. People talk about, oh, there's no original ideas. It's all sequels. It's all remakes. Here's something original and really good. And in my review of Megalopolis, I talked about Aubrey Plaza and how Aubrey Plaza kind of has a character, that April Ludgate character from Parks and Rec. It's pretty much what she does, and she's had a hard time busting out of that character. There's a little bit of that character in this film, but she does, again, successfully kind of break out of that in this one. She's having a minute right now, Aubrey Plaza. So hats off to her. She's having like this week with Agatha and Megalopolis and this. I tip my hat to you, Aubrey Plaza. You're having a heck of a week. Yeah, this is a really good movie. Check out My Old Ass. I'm highly recommending this one. Big high five for me. This is a good movie. All right, everybody. Until next time, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open it, it's a trap.
Oh no,
it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.